Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. I'm about to get me some sleep, so I'm not trying to be on here very long. Maybe 3 minutes tops, a little bit longer than 3 minutes. Okay, Michigan versus Alabama, the rematch from last year's playoff game. Well, I don't even feel like it's a rematch just because both teams, especially Michigan, has players that are gone, and most importantly, both head coaches are gone. Let's look at both head coaches, and then I'll make a prediction. Sharon Moore, I can't say it's been a disaster for him. It's his first time being an actual head coach with his own program, and he's been having to rebuild that program since Harbaugh left, with pretty much a whole coaching staff almost, and most of the starters from last year's national championship team. So I'd say it's fair to say that he's done pretty well, especially since he beat Ohio State in his first rivalry. He's actually beaten both rivals. When you go to Michigan, you have to beat Michigan State and Ohio State. Those are the two games you don't want to lose, and he found ways to win both of those games. And the games like Texas, Oregon, disappointing losses, but teams that were clearly better in both playoff games. So again, not excuses for Michigan. When you can look at that and say, you know what, I can accept that because those teams are just better. It is what it is. But the losses like Washington and Illinois, even Indiana, those are losses that you can't have next year. So because he's a first-year coach, I'll cut him a little bit slack, give him a little bit of grace, and say he's done pretty well. Kalen DeBoer, on the other hand, I'd say his first year has been a failure because he's already had success other places. He's got a lot of experience as a head football coach, especially at the FBS level at Washington. And he goes into a football program with high expectations, but also all the players to get it done. Now, Tennessee at Tennessee, I kind of get it. It's a rivalry. Things happen. But when you lose games like Vanderbilt and Oklahoma, the way he lost those games, that's unacceptable. Nick Saban would have never lost those games. Tennessee, Nick Saban did lose to him once on the road. Might have happened again. Who knows, right? But, I mean, pretty much outweighs that win, that fluke win. I'm calling it a fluke win that he had against Georgia, because if they had played again, it wouldn't have looked like that again. And the fact that he has missed the playoffs, given the 12-team format, where it's basically set up for Alabama to make it every year, it's a disappointment. And on top of that, his own players don't respect him. Malachi Moore in the Vanderbilt game was told to get off the field by the defensive coordinator and Kalen DeBoer himself. What did he do? Nope, I ain't going nowhere. And with the horse picture thing that you guys know I'm talking about. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't talk about crazy stuff on my channel like that, but go look it up. And just the fact that that's happened is bad for Kalen DeBoer. And because I don't think Kalen DeBoer has his team's respect from the team as a team, I'm sure most players respect him, but if stuff like that, like Malachi Moore and the other guy that was doing the stuff to his own daughter, DMing, sending direct messages that are inappropriate like that is happening, it's not a good look for the team. I think Alabama has the better team than Michigan, given Michigan also has players sitting out. But Oklahoma wrote the blueprint on how to beat a Kalen DeBoer Alabama team in year one. Stop the run, you'll stop Milroe. Run the football, you can win the game. For that reason, I'm going with Michigan to pull off a big upset. They're a big underdog against Alabama. Give me Michigan to win this game in a low-scoring, ugly game, 20-13. They run the football. They beat them about how they beat Ohio State, running the football, being physical at the line of scrimmage. You shut down the quarterback play, force a few takeaways, which the defense will do. They got an NFL defensive coordinator, so that should happen. I don't think Kalen DeBoer has his team, focused like they're supposed to be. With stuff like that going on, there's probably other stuff going on too. At least with Sharon Moore, there's none of that drama, all that other stuff. They just got beat by better teams. Alabama's a little different, so give me Michigan in an upset.